करंट अफेयर्स पाकिस्तान की करंट अफेयर्स अब शुरू कर रहे हैं. On 30th May 2023, President Dr. Arif Alvi, under Article 175A(13), appointed Justice Iqbal Hamidur Rahman as the Chief Justice of the Federal Shariat Court for a period of 3 years. Next, the Foreign Minister of Belarus, Sergei Alenik, paid an official visit to Pakistan from 30 to 31 May 2023. He was received by the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Shahbaz Sharif. Next, on 1st June 2023, 2 soldiers were martyred when terrorists attacked a security forces check post in the Singwan area of Balochistan's Kech district along the Pakistan-Iran border. Next, a Supreme Court lawyer, Abdul Razak Sher, was shot dead on 6 June 2023 near Airport Road, Quetta. Next, in June, an FIR was lodged against former Prime Minister Imran Khan in the murder case of Abdul Razak Sher. Next, General Asim Munir presided over 81st edition of Formation Commanders Conference held on 7 June 2023. Next, Nazir Ahmed replaced Sayyid Amjad Ali Zaidi as a new Speaker of the Gilgit-Baltistan Assembly on 7 June 2023. Next, in June, Joyland star Alina Khan has been crowned Miss Trans Pakistan 2023. Next, Pakistani Finance Minister Ishaq Dar presented the annual budget for the fiscal year 2023-2024 in Parliament on 9th June 2023, totaling 14 trillion rupees, approximately $50.4 billion, amid political tensions and high inflation. Next, the economic growth of 3.5 has been targeted for the next fiscal years. The revenue collection target of FBR has been revised up to rupees 9.4 trillion. Next, the agriculture credit limit has been enhanced from rupees 1,800 billion to 2,250 billion. Moreover, rupees 30 billion have been earmarked for shifting 50,000 agriculture tube-wells to solar energy. Next, the IT and IT-enabled service providers have been allowed to import software and hardware equal to 1% of their exports without any tax. The limit of these imports will be 50,000 annually. Next, rupees 10 billion have been earmarked for the Prime Minister's Youth Business and Agriculture Loans Scheme. Next, the government has earmarked rupees 97.098 billion for education affairs and services in the federal budget for 2023-24. The government aims to spend 1809.5 billion on defense over the next year, which is around 13% higher than the revised allocation for the outgoing year. Next, the budget for health sector is rupees 226 billion in federal budget 23-24. In federal budget 23-24, the amount set aside for water sector is rupees 99.847 billion. Next, in the infrastructure sector, the proposed allocation for transport and communication is rupees 267 billion, 28% of the total volume. For the financial year 23-24, the export target is $30 billion, while the remittance target is $33 billion. Next, according to federal budget for the fiscal year 23-24, with a significant increase in subsidy allocation amounting to rupees 1074.2 billion. Next, in federal budget 23-24, rupees 1150 billion has been set aside for public sector development program. Next, in federal budget 23-24, the minimum wage has been increased to rupees 32,000 from rupees 25,000. Next, the budget also includes 35% ad hoc relief allowance for employees from grade 1 to 16 and 30% ad hoc relief for the employees of grade 17 and above. Next, the total expenditure of the federal government is estimated at rupees 14460 billion, out of which rupees 7303 billion will be spent on interest payment. No new tax has been imposed in federal budget 23-24. Next, Pakistan and Turkmenistan have signed a joint implementation plan on 8 June 2023 to accelerate the long-stalled Turkmenistan-Afghanistan-Pakistan-India TAPI gas pipeline project. Next, Jahangir Tareen launched a political party named Istehkam-e-Pakistan Party on 8 June 2023 in Lahore. Next, slogan of Istehkam-e-Pakistan Party is Tameer Taraqi Khushhali. Next, Pakistan's Saadi Abbas bagged a gold medal in the International Karate Championship in Canada. At the prestigious Montreal Open International Karate Championship held from 10 to 11 June 2023. Next, the 2023-24 Sindh budget was presented by Syed Murad Ali Shah, the Chief Minister and the Minister of Finance of Sindh on 11th June 2023 in front of the Sindh Assembly. Next, the Sindh government plans to spend more than rupees 700 billion on development in 2023-24, which is 72.3% higher than the revised estimate for the outgoing fiscal year. Next, in the budget presented to the Provincial Assembly by the Sindh Chief Minister Murad Ali Shah, the allocated sum for development constitutes more than 31% of the total outlay of rupees 2.2 trillion. Next, of the total development expenditure of rupees 700.1 billion, the province will contribute 380.5 billion, which is 54.3%. The second largest chunk of rupees 266.7 billion, 38%, will originate from the Foreign Project Assistance (FPA). The District Development Program will contribute rupees 30 billion, 44.2%, while other federal grants will account for 22.9 billion, 32% of the total development expenditure for 23-24. The share of health in the Sindh budget 2023-24 is 44.4 billion, which is 6%. Next, the share of education in Sindh budget 2023 is rupees 19.1 billion, which is 2%. Next, the provincial development portfolio for 23-24 consists of a total of 5,248 schemes. About 63% of these development schemes are ongoing and carry a collective provision of Rs 291.7 billion. The number of new schemes is 1,937 with a total provision of 88.3 billion. Next, the first ever Russian oil carrying ship arrived at Karachi port on 11th June 2023. Next, the Russian ship named Pure Point, carrying 45,142 metric tons crude oil, has successfully anchored at Oil Tankers Berth OP2 of Karachi Port Trust. Next, the Senate of Pakistan on 12 June 2023 passed a resolution condemning the 9th May incidents. Next, Tariq Malik resigned as Nadra chairman on 13 June 2023. Next, according to National Seismic Monitoring Center, an earthquake of magnitude 5.6 struck parts of India and Pakistan on 13 June 2023. Next, in June, a tropical cyclone storm named Biparjo developed in the Arabian Sea. The cyclone was predicted to gain in strength and develop into a very severe cyclone storm by mid of June. Next, according to Pakistan Meteorological Department (PMD), the landfall of cyclone Biparjoy, classified as a very severe cyclonic storm, commenced along the Indian Gujarat coast and Pakistan-India border on the evening of 15 June, and it was completed by the midnight. Next, as per Pakistan Meteorological Department, landfall of Biparjoy cyclone commenced at 245 kilometers south of Karachi, 200 kilometers south of Thatta, and 150 kilometers southwest of KT Bandar. Next, over 80,000 people had been evacuated in Sindh. Next, the U.S. state Washington has honored Zahir Ahmed, which is a former director of the Federal Investigation Agency's Anti-Human Smuggling Unit, as one of the 8 anti-trafficking heroes of the year 2023. Next, Zahir Ahmed, a Pakistani law enforcement officer, was presented with the prestigious Trafficking in Persons TIP Hero Award 2023 by U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in a ceremony in Washington, D.C. on 15 June 2023. Next, in June, Pakistan signed a deal with Azerbaijan to receive 1 LNG cargo per month on concessional rates from July 2023. Next, Murtaza Wahab was elected as the first Pakistan People's Party mayor of Karachi on 15 June 2023. Next, Murtaza Wahab won the Karachi mayor election by getting 173 votes, while Jamaat Islami's Hafiz Naeemur Rahman could secure 160 votes. Next, the slot of deputy mayor also went to PPP's Salman Abdullah Murad, who bagged 173 votes, while Jamaat Islami's Saifuddin secured 160 votes. Next, Jamaat Islami rejected Karachi's mayor election results, claiming it unconstitutional and undemocratic conduct, and observed Black Day on 16 June 2023. Next, at the invitation of President Ilham Aliyev, Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif undertook an official visit to Azerbaijan from 14 to 15 June 2023. Next, Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif held a meeting with Azerbaijan President Ilham Aliyev at Zagulba Palace in Baku on 15 June 2023. Next, in the meeting between Shahbaz Sharif and Ilham Aliyev, it was decided that Azerbaijan will start sending shipment of cheap LNG to Pakistan from July 2023. Next, the Pakistan State Oil and the State Oil Company of Azerbaijan will collaborate at the government-to-government level to work out the energy resources. Next, the State Bank of Pakistan announced on 16 June 2023 that it received $1 billion from China. Next, the Senate of Pakistan passed bill on 16 June 2023 seeking amendments to the Election Act 2017. Next, the Elections Amendment Bill 2023 was moved by Minister of State for Law and Justice Shahadat Awan amid protests by senators belonging to Jamaat Islami and the PTI. Next, the parliamentary committee had approved amendments to Section 57-1 and 58 of Election Act 2017, empowering the Election Commission of Pakistan to announce poll dates unilaterally without having to consult the President. Next, the Senate has passed a bill amending Section 232, which is qualifications and disqualifications of the Election Act 2017, limiting the period of disqualification of a person maximum 5 years, under the Article 62(1)(f). Next, the important amendment related to disqualification under Article 62(1)(f) of the Constitution was presented in the Senate by Independent Senator Dilawar, Senator Khudabakhsh, Senator Danish Kumar, and Ahmed Umar Ahmed Zia. Next, Asad Rahman Gilani has become the new chairman of NADRA on 16 June 2023. First ever group of 3 Pakistani females, which is Dr. Sana Jamil, Ammara Sharif, and Sonia Babar, crossed Harmosh La, which is 5,070 meters from Arundu to Kutwal on 16 June 2023. Next, Harmoshla is considered the most technical, difficult, and dangerous pass in Pakistan. Next, the Pakistan International Airlines has leased one of its most valuable assets, the Roosevelt Hotel in New York, for a sum of $220 million to the city's administration for a period of 3 years in order to raise money for its struggling economy. Next, the British government has honored a Pakistan Ehsan Shahid Chaudhry, who serves free meals to low-income families residing in Hounslow area of London. He was included in the King's Birthday Honours List 2023. Next, British Pakistani Ehsan Shahid Chaudhry, the co-founder of Muslim Hands, the Open Kitchen, will be awarded the British Empire Medal BEM under the Order of the British Empire. Next, on 14 June 2023, an Italy-bound fishing trawler reportedly carrying at least 800 people, including approximately 350 Pakistanis, sank in international waters in the Mediterranean Sea, Greece. Pakistan's Federal Investigation Agency claimed that at least 181 people from Pakistan and 28 from Pakistan administrated Kashmir, total 209, are among those who lost their lives in the boat wreck of Greece, one of the worst sea disasters in the Mediterranean. Next, the Finance Minister Balochistan, Zamrik Achakzai, unveiled a budget of rupees 750 billion for fiscal year 23-24 in Balochistan Assembly on 19 June 2023. Next, the Balochistan government has increased the salaries of government employees from grade 1 to 16 by 35% and for officers from grade 17 to 22 by 30%. As per Balochistan budget for the fiscal year 23-24, an amount of rupees 65 billion for health sector and rupees 77 billion for education allocated for primary, higher and secondary schools. Next, on 19 June 2023, Punjab caretaker government led by Chief Minister Mohsin Naqvi approved rupees 1719.3 billion budget for first 4 months, which is from July to October 23 of financial year 23-24 as per its mandate under Article 126 of Constitution of Pakistan. Next, Article 126 of Constitution says that the caretaker government may be authorized expenditures for a period not exceeding 4 months. Next, as per Punjab government budget 23-24, Punjab would receive 881 billion tax receipts from federal governments and its own contribution would be rupees 194 billion, while no new tax have been imposed. Next, as per Punjab government budget 23-24, development expenditure allocations stand at rupees 325 billion. 4,800 projects are in progress in the province, out of which 2,500 projects would be completed in the next 4 months. Next, education sector would be given rupees 195.1 billion. It is an increase of 31%. Next, health sector would be given rupees 183.7 billion. It is also an increase of 31%. Next, a journalist endowment fund amounting to rupees 1 billion has been established that would definitely ensure well-being of the journalist community across the province. Next, an amount of rupees 721 billion would be spent on salaries and pensions. Next, there would be a 30% ad hoc relief allowance on the basic salaries of the government employees and a 5% increase in pension, while pensions above 80 years of age would be given 20% increase in their pension. नाज़रीन ये नोट कर लीजिएगा कि ये जो फिगर है ये चेंज हो गई है नेक्स्ट आगे चल के, क्योंकि प्रोटेस्ट हुए उसके बाद गवर्नमेंट ने नए नोटिफिकेशन के ज़रिए ये पेंशन और परसेंटेज जो है सैलरी को चेंज कर दी थी और फेडरल गवर्नमेंट के मुताबिक कर दी थी. नेक्स्ट, on 20 June 2023, Pakistan and China have signed a significant agreement worth $4.8 billion to establish a 1200 megawatt nuclear power plant named as Chashma 5. Next, the Chashma 5 project will be built in central province of Punjab. ये मैं repeat कर रहा हूँ. The Chashma 5 project will be built in the central province of Punjab. On 20 June 23, President Dr. Arif Alvi gave his assent to the Maternity and Paternity Leave Bill 2023 under the Article 75 of the Constitution. Next, under the bill, the women employees of public control of the federal government will be entitled to avail maternity leave with full pay for 3 times during services. 180 days for first time, 120 days for second time, and 90 days for third time. Next, similarly, the male employees will be entitled to avail paternity leave for 30 days only for 3 times. Next, in case of violation, imprisonment up to 6 months or fine of up to rupees 1 lakh or both can be imposed. Next, on 20 June 23, the caretaker government in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa unveiled a spending plan of rupees 462.4 billion for the first 4 months, July to October of the coming fiscal year. Next, Muhammad Azam Khan, the interim chief minister of KPK, passed the budget during a cabinet meeting. Next, as per the new KPK budget, the current emerged district salary expense is rupees 40.5 billion, rupees 18.2 billion will go to provincial salaries, rupees 12.5 billion to district salaries, and rupees 361 million to pensioners. The non-salary expenditure is estimated at rupees 9.5 billion. Next, rupees 35.4 billion would be spent on increasing salaries, pensions, and other allowances of the provincial government's employees. Next, salaries of government employees had increased by 35% and pensions by 17.5%. With total expenditure of rupees 462.4 billion and revenue of rupees 442.6 billion, the 4-month budget estimates a deficit of 19.8 billion. Next, under the July-October spending plan, rupees 350.4 billion has been allocated for current expenditure, including rupees 309.5 billion for settled districts and rupees 40.5 billion for merged districts, formerly called the federally administered tribal areas, yani ke FATA. Next, the government plans spent rupees 112.4 billion development, of which 92.1 billion would go to the settled and rupees 20.3 billion to merged districts. Next, as for the receipts of 442.46 billion, the province would receive over rupees 249 billion from federal taxes, rupees 29.9 billion from the 1% of the divisible pool on account of the war on terrorism, rupees 13.2 billion from state transfers, rupees 10 billion in next hydro profit, and rupees 18.3 billion in NHB arrears. Next, the receipts for merged areas are rejected. The receipt for merged areas are projected at over rupees 42 billion, including rupees 22 billion for current expenditure, rupees 8 billion for development projects, and over rupees 10 billion for the accelerated implementation program. Next, the province is also expected to generate rupees 28.8 billion in its own tax and non-tax revenue, i.e. rupees 18.8 billion from taxes and rupees 9.5 billion from non-tax sources. Similarly, foreign funding for development projects have been pitched at 37 billion rupees. The provincial government also increased the travelling allowance for provincial government employees by 50% and doubled the secretariat allowance to 100%. The two measures will cost the province over rupees 600 million. Next, the provincial government will provide rupees 3.5 billion to the Peshawar bus rapid transit in subsidy. Next, the deputation allowance of the provincial government employees has been increased by 50%. The government has also increased the minimum wages to rupees 32,000 from the existing rupees 26,000. Next, on 21st June 2023, Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif left for France at the invitation of French President Emmanuel Macron to attend the new Global Financing Pact Summit held in Paris. Next, on 21st June 2023, President Arif Alvi approved senior prison judge Justice Qazi Faiz Isa's appointment as the next Chief Justice of Pakistan under Article 175A3. Next, the appointment of Qazi Faiz Isa as 29th CJP will be effective from 17th September 23, with the retirement of incumbent CJP Umar Ata Badial under Article 179 of the Constitution. Next, on 16th September 2023, Umar Ata Badial will be retired as a 28th Chief Justice of Pakistan after attaining the age of 65 under Article 179 of the Constitution. Next, a singing ceremony for exchange of notes and grant agreement between the governments of Pakistan and Japan regarding human resource development scholarship program for the year 23 was held in Islamabad on 22 June 2023. Next, the government of Japan extended grant assistance worth Japanese yen 315 million, approximately US dollar 2.4 million, to the government of Pakistan through JICA for 2023. Next, Mr. Muhammad Umair Karim, Acting Secretary, Ministry of Economic Affairs, and His Excellency Mr. Ito Takeshi, Minister Charge d'Affaires of Japan to Pakistan, signed the grant agreement. This will be the sixth grant for GDS project given to Pakistan. Next, on 22 June 23, Google launched its Startups Cloud program in Pakistan, which is aimed at empowering the local up and coming technology-driven firms with tools, resources, and credits up to $35,000 for artificial intelligence startups to grow and scale their businesses in the cloud. Next, the federal government presented Finance Bill 2023 in the National Assembly on 9th June 2023. On 25th June 2023, National Assembly approved Finance Bill 2023. That's a budget. On 25th June 2023, Chairman Senate Sadiq Sanjrani assumed the charge of acting president as President Dr. Arif Alvi left for Saudi Arabia to perform Hajj. Next, a total of 9 amendments were introduced to the Finance Bill 2023 and all of them approved. Out of these 9 amendments, 8 were presented by the government side and only 1 by an opposition lawmaker. Next, Ishabdar also presented an amendment to the Petroleum Development Levy Ordinance, which was passed by the National Assembly. According to the amendment, the limit of petroleum development levy has been increased from rupees 50 per litre to rupees 60 per litre. Next, on 26 June 2023, Finance Minister of Gilgit-Baltistan Javed Ali Manwa presented a rupees 116 billion budget in the GB Assembly for the fiscal year 23-24. Next, as per GB budget for the fiscal year 23-24, rupees 74 billion has been proposed for non-development expenses, of which rupees 51 billion is estimated as receipts in grants from the center. Next, as per GB budget for the fiscal year 23-24, rupees 2.45 billion has been allocated for development schemes, while rupees 19.5 billion will be spent on the ongoing projects under the annual development plan. Next, as per GB budget for the fiscal year 23-24, the GB budget repeat करता हूँ, as per GB budget for the fiscal year 23-24, the GB government would spend an estimated rupees 13.70 billion on wheat procurement and rupees 10.5 billion will be received from the Center for providing subsidy on wheat. Next, as per GB budget for the fiscal year 23-24 for the health sector, the government will spend rupees 400 million on the provision of free medicines, rupees 300 million to upgrade districts headquartered hospitals, and rupees 400 million to induct expert doctors. Next, in GB budget 23-24, the GB government has given special attention to the education sector and allocated rupees 350 million for the appointment of 1,000 IT teachers in the region's schools. Next, rupees 150 million will be spent on adding new facilities in existing schools and rupees 165 million on the provision of free books. Next, rupees 50 million has been set aside for the education tech, ED tech, and teacher training programs. Next, rupees 500 million has been allocated for the agriculture and livestock sectors. Next, Gilgit-Baltistan government employees from grade 1 to 16 will get a 35% raise in their basic salaries as an ad hoc relief, while grade 17 and above employees basic salaries will go up by 30%. Next, the GB government has also set a tax collection target of rupees 5 billion. Next, the budget deficit was estimated at rupees 18 billion. Next, the foreign trips of government employees at official expense has also been banned, and the foreign trips of government employees at official expense has also been banned, and a complete ban on lavish official events. Next, US Ambassador to Pakistan Donald Blum visited Karachi between 22 and 24 June to further strengthen the robust bilateral economic partnership via US-Pakistan Green Alliance framework and underscored the strong bilateral ties between the two countries. Next, Ambassador Blum attended a ceremony at the Pakistan Council on Foreign Relations during his visit to Karachi. Next, Overseas Minister Sajid Turi, in collaboration with the Pakistan Army, has made a significant announcement of reopening 62 coal mines after 16 years, providing employment opportunities to over 5,000 individuals in Kurram district. On 26 June 23, the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government installed an artificial intelligence-powered command and control system in Peshawar for the security of provincial capital red zone. Next, on 26 June 23, Director General ISPR Major General Ahmad Sharif Chaudhry announced that Pakistan Army has dismissed 3 officers, including a serving Lieutenant General, from service on the account of their failure to protect military installations during 9th May riots. Next, 2 high-level inquiries were conducted by the GHQ, that's mean General Headquarters, which completed the internal accountability process of the Pakistan Army. Next, 102 civilians involved in the 9th May riots were also charged. Next, Pakistan has reached a staff-level agreement with the International Monetary Fund on a 3 billion, that's mean euro 2.76 billion standby arrangement, or 111% of Pakistan's IMF quota on 29 June 2023. Next, the Pakistani government was expecting about rupees 2.5 billion from the IMF, but it was given $3 billion. Pakistan had earlier cleared 8 of the 11 listed program reviews with the ninth review pending since November last year. Next, Pakistan won 40 bronze, 29 silver, and 11 gold medals in Special Olympics Games 23 held in Berlin, Germany. Total 80 medals. Next, in July 2023, Pakistan's Saifullah Solanki won 2 gold medal, 1 silver, and 1 bronze medal in Special Olympics 2023. Next, the Punjab Cabinet government has launched a safety app called Meri Awaz for women's safety. Next, as per Economic Intelligence Unit Global Live Ability Index 2023, Karachi has been listed in the index at rank 169th out of 173 countries. Karachi gained 51.8 points in terms of infrastructure, while for education it scored 75 points. In the World Economic Forum Global Gender Gap Report 23, Pakistan has been ranked 142nd out of 146 countries with a 57.5% gender parity, the highest since 2006. Next, Pakistan ranked 99th out of 121 countries in Global Hunger Index 2022. Next, Andrew George Tick, a retired South African cricketer and coach, is the current batting coach of Pakistan cricket team. Next, Pakistan's median age is 20.2 against a global value of 30.3 years. Next, Nigeria's fowlery is a free-living amoeba, colloquially known as the brain-eating amoeba, usually found in water ponds that cause primary amoebic meningocytosis, a disease of the central nervous system. Naegleria fowleri infects people when water containing the amoeba enters the body through the nose. It usually happens while swimming, diving, or putting head under fresh water, like in lakes and rivers. Next, Pakistan is pacer Shaheen Shah Afridi achieved a historical feat on 30 June 2023, becoming the first bowler to take 4 wickets in the first over of a T20 match. Next, the 8th edition of Pakistan Super League PSL has generated more than Pak rupees 5 billion in revenue. The Pakistan Cricket Board has a 595 profit sharing formula with the franchises, which means PCB and the 6 franchises will receive a 5% and 95% share respectively. The symptoms of disease are higher grade fever, vomiting, headache and altered consciousness. ये जो सवाल है ये जो पिछला ब्रेन ईटिंग के साथ चल रहा है न्यूक्लियरिया फॉलरी का. तो नेक्स्ट, in my 23 first 3 cases of Naegleria fowleri, i.e. 1 women and 2 men, were reported from Karachi, Sindh. On 4 July 2023, repeat करता हूँ, on 4 July 2023.